Hi, everyone. My special guest today is another former student of mine. Her name is Osha Irvin. Osha took my Principles of Accounting 2 class at Santa Monica College back in fall of 2015. Afterwards, she transferred to the University of California at Riverside to major in economics as well as study accounting. After graduation, she's been working for Andersen Tax, a multinational tax and financial services firm, in their LA office as a tax associate. Now, I want to mention that ever since she finished my classes, she always takes time to come speak to my students at Santa Monica College to encourage them to study accounting. Thus, I'm glad I'm able to finally do a video with her so that she can reach an even bigger audience with what she has to say. O'Shea, thanks for setting aside time from your busy schedule to make this happen.
Of course, Professor. Thank you for inviting me. I'm super happy to be here.
Before I have you, before I even have you share information about yourself, can you tell me and tell my viewers a little bit more information about your firm? I just know three things about Andersen Tax. Well, one, it's a prestigious firm to work at. Two, you guys have offices located throughout the United States, and I believe even throughout the world. And three, it was initially started many years ago by some partners from the accounting firm called Arthur Andersen. For my viewers who don't know about Arthur Andersen, this firm used to be one of the big five accounting firms. Nowadays you hear about big four, but there used to be five large accounting firms, so we called them the big five. But Arthur Andersen fell apart after the Enron scandal. So for my viewers who don't know about the Enron scandal, just go on to Google and you'll see. So after they fell apart, I believe some of their tax partners went ahead and started Andersen Tax. So if what I said is correct, is there some other information you can share about your firm, Andersen Tax?
Oh, yes, of course. And everything that you said is correct. But the firm actually now operates under the brand name Andersen. Andersen is one of the largest independent tax firms in the world. And we provide a wide range of tax, valuation, financial advisory, and related consulting services. We've been ranked in the top 20 tax firms in the US by Accounting Today for the last 12 years. We also offer a wide range of benefits, very similar to the Big Four, but just to name a few, Andersen does offer Becker at no cost, and you are eligible for a cash bonus if you pass the CPA exam within your first 2 years of employment. Andersen also has an in-house master's degree program in which you can obtain your master's degree from the University of San Francisco at no cost. And what's really, really awesome about this program is that the semesters are during non-busy season. And lastly, one of my favorite benefits that I take advantage of is the student loan benefits program, which the firm contributes $100 a month towards your student loans for 60 months with a $6,000 lump sum at the end of the 5-year period if you still have a balance, which is, I mean, pretty fantastic to me. Who wouldn't want help paying down their student loans?
Yo, that's amazing. I knew about the master's program because besides you, I have a few other students who also work for Andersen Tax. And one of my students, his name is Bobby, which you know, right? Bobby
Right.
has been able to capitalize on the master's program. But that student loan program, that's pretty awesome, right?
It's
I mean, I know
awesome.
you still have a few, a small amount of loan.
I
Yeah.
do.
So
Mhm,
that's really wonderful.
mhm.
I
Yep.
hope my viewers who see this, watch this video, they're going to think about that when they apply for Andersen Tax. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
You've been working as a tax associate now for about a year and a half. Can you tell my viewers what is a typical day like for you as a tax associate, which is basically the position everyone starts off at right after college? Perhaps you
Mhm.
can share what your life was like before the coronavirus pandemic, and then also talk about how that has changed now that the pandemic has hit. And I know the pandemic now is again, happily the pandemic uh, is going to go away, right? So you've now moved to a remote setting. So would you mind sharing what your life was like working in the office and now working remotely?
Oh, okay, yes, of course. So after college, you start off as an associate one. I started working at Anderson in January 2020. So I was really only able to experience office life for about 2 months. Prior to the pandemic, of course, during busy season, we all worked long hours in the office. I mean, that's honestly no surprise working in public accounting. But the firm did provide busy season dinners during the week, which was nice. It allowed everyone in the office to kind of just de-stress and connect with one another. Post-pandemic life, what I can say is that the firm has done an exceptional job in assuring, excuse me, that our open door policy stays effective. And what I mean by that is even working in a remote setting, I know that I can always reach out to my seniors and managers for help. I know here at Anderson, we use Microsoft Teams to where we can just easily ping someone. If we have questions, we can video chat them. So honestly, it really hasn't been that bad working remotely. I mean, I can't complain. But back to your question, what is a typical day life for a tax associate? It really depends on the time of year. A few weeks before busy season, for example, we all get an engagement schedule. So the first week or so is just onboarding meetings with your teams and getting to know the client and expectations. After that, it's pretty much go time, and it starts to get a little busy. A tax associate is responsible for setting the foundation of the project. We are the ones who get the work papers going, combining tax documents needed to complete the return, research of different tax laws, and of course, drafting the return and sending them off to seniors and above for review. For me personally, my engagement list is very diverse, which I love because I feel like it makes me a very well-rounded tax accountant. Um, my engagement list ranges from individuals to S corporations to foundations. A huge benefit in working at Anderson is you are more than likely on an engagement from beginning to end, which allows you to get a better understanding of not only the industry, but the tax return itself.